Gallagher. This is Cloutier for the Augsburg women's hockey team weekly breakdown. And it hasn't been really a weekly thing. We just got back from break, Brett, and things have kind of getting back into gear. Teams are starting to play a lot again. So let's starting from the beginning of this 2011 new year. I mean, you had a lot of positivity coming out of the Augsburg women's team. They swept Finlandia for those first 2 wins of the year. So maybe something that the team could have built on early in the year.
Yeah, definitely. A team like Finlandia, men's or women's, their hockey program is still kind of up and coming. They're trying to kind of get that formation, lay that foundation for the years down the road. So you don't want to knock them for getting a couple wins because you'll take the 2 victories. And victories have been few and far between this year for the women's hockey team as they're kind of still in a transition period with a new head coach. And you take those W's, you look to build off them, then get back into conference play. They haven't been playing as well as they did versus Finlandia, but a lot of positives, I think.
The first 2 wins for Michelle McIntyre, and hopefully along in her illustrious career here, and obviously, very good coach, comes from a tradition of winning, so, possibly, the struggling is a little unorthodox for her programs, but, you look at the momentum kind of came to a screeching halt the last 4 games, outscored 17-2, and Brett, I mean, it's just kind of tough at this point, when you're not scoring a lot of goals to stay positive and stay on the up and up in the program.
Yeah, it's you want to. I know their philosophy. They're preaching defense. They're preaching to keep the other team's goal totals down. 17 goals in 4 games. Obviously, they're not succeeding as well as they would like. Just over 4 goals a game. But the name of the game is they got to eventually score goals. We talk about this with the men's team too right now. They're in the bottom of the league in scoring goals, and then bottom of the league in the standings. And there's a direct correlation with that. If you're not putting the puck in the net, it's gonna be tough to win. So somehow, if they're gonna have to play a little better on even strength, or maybe capitalizing more on the power play. But something's got to give. If you're maybe a couple bounces go their way, build a little confidence. But looking to the future here, they definitely got to get some more goals.
That's a good point. Do you attribute that to maybe the lack of individual talent on the team, or is it maybe Michelle McIntyre still trying to get her feet under as far as maybe a scheme goes that the team can go with?
I'll look at it something different. It's more just kind of a little philosophical. Some of these, a lot of these girls, a lot of sophomores on this team, and juniors and seniors who have been in a completely different system. They're still trying to. It takes a while to adjust to a completely new system, regardless of the sport. So, again, as the games kind of continue this year, and looking forward into next year, I think once the girls kind of get acquainted with this new style, then I think you'll see 3-4 goal games for the Augies.
How do you look at these last 6 series? I mean, obviously, we're winless in conference at this point, and maybe build some momentum towards next year or something, where Michelle McIntyre can go to recruits and say, hey, look, we're improving, we're building towards the future.
I mean, the politically correct thing would be able to win out and try to make the playoffs, but realistically, yeah, you want to get a couple conference wins. You want to get, you said that haven't won a conference game yet this year, so you got to get a couple points in conference here and just kind of build for the future. Like you say, she has a definite excellent track record coaching at U and being coaching at a Division I national championship program. So getting recruits won't be the problem. It'll be for her finding the right recruits who can fit into her system.
At home versus Hamline this Friday, 7 p.m. at the Augsburg Arena over here on campus. And Brett, hopefully get out there, give them a little support, maybe get that first conference win. It'll be exciting. So hopefully we'll see you out there, folks.